Have you ever stopped to wonder, what if you had the power to heal yourself? Truly, completely, from the inside out, without depending solely on pills, medical procedures, or external treatments. What if your consciousness, your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs had the ability to create or dissolve any condition in your body? It might sound unbelievable, even impossible. But what if it's not? What if, right now, you could tap into a forgotten connection and awaken a natural ability to heal that has always been within you? In this video, I want to walk with you through this idea. Let's explore how every illness begins in the mind, and how by transforming your thoughts, emotions, and internal state, you can also transform your health. I'll also share a few simple and powerful practices you can use today to begin that journey back to balance. Everything starts in your consciousness. Everything that happens in your life and in your body originates within you. Your consciousness is a form of subtle energy. Some call it life energy. It animates your body, fuels your thoughts, and shapes your reality. When that life energy leaves your body, the body ceases to function. It dies. So, while your physical body is important, it's just a vessel. The real power lies in what you think, what you feel, and what you believe. Your body is not separate from your inner world. It is an extension of it. Think of it like a mirror. Your body reflects what's going on inside, your inner beliefs, emotional patterns, and mental states. Maybe you've experienced this yourself. You go through intense stress, ignore how you feel, hold back your words, and suddenly your body starts to react. A backache appears. Your sleep becomes restless. Your stomach tightens. Your heart races. These symptoms don't come out of nowhere. They are messages from your inner self, from your energy system, from your soul, asking for attention, asking for realignment, asking for truth. Every time you feel emotional tension that goes unresolved, your body finds a way to express it, and that expression becomes a symptom. So yes, every disease begins in the mind. It is a physical manifestation of an imbalance that started deeper within. Here's the most empowering truth of all. You are a healer, not because you learned a method or practice, but because your natural state is one of balance, harmony, and vitality. Healing doesn't come from outside. It's a return to what has always been true inside you. Imagine a window covered in dust. The sunlight outside never stopped shining. You just needed to clear the glass to let the light in. Your body works the same way. When you remove what's blocking the flow of energy, old fears, emotional repression, false beliefs, your system returns to balance, and healing begins. Now, let's talk about a powerful shift. Taking responsibility for your health. This is not about guilt or self-blame. It's about power. It's about realizing that you play an active role in your healing journey, that your thoughts matter, that your emotional responses have weight, that your daily choices shape your body's response. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone suffering from chronic pain in their legs. Medically, it might be explained as poor circulation or nerve damage, but energetically, it could represent something deeper, maybe a resistance to moving forward in life, a fear of stepping into the unknown, or staying stuck in a situation that no longer serves them. When that person starts to change internally, gaining clarity, choosing movement, saying yes to life, the physical symptoms often begin to shift as well. The body follows the soul. Your body is always trying to communicate with you. Pain, discomfort, fatigue, none of it is random. A tight throat might mean you're holding back your voice. Digestive issues might reflect emotions you haven't processed. Back pain may signal that you're carrying burdens that aren't yours to hold. Symptoms are part of the language of your body. When you learn to understand that language, everything changes. You stop fighting the symptom and begin to listen. You ask, what is this pain trying to show me? And often, when the message is received, the symptom has no more reason to exist. Now, let's dive into something even more subtle, yet incredibly powerful. Your intuition. Your intuition is your inner compass. It speaks in sensations, not logic. If something feels right, it probably is. If it feels heavy, tight, or wrong, that's your signal to pause. But we've been taught to ignore this inner voice, to prioritize what's logical, expected, or socially acceptable, even when it goes against our inner truth. And every time we ignore our intuition, we disconnect from ourselves. That disconnection creates stress. And over time, that stress becomes a symptom. Reconnecting with your intuition is more than spiritual. It's medicinal. You weren't born to live in tension. You were born to live in truth, to follow what brings you joy, peace, and vitality. And yes, joy is medicine. Healing doesn't always look like deep therapy or long meditations. Sometimes it's dancing in your living room, laughing with someone you love, creating something with your hands, saying no to what drains you and yes to what lights you up. Ask yourself every day, what makes me feel alive? Then do more of that. That's your healing path. Let me share a personal experience with you. There was a time in my life when I became partially paralyzed. A neurological condition took over. Half of my body stopped working. The pain was constant. I felt trapped in my own mind and body. But looking deeper, I realized the condition wasn't random. I had been living to please others, hiding who I really was, suppressing my voice, ignoring my creativity, denying my truth. I wasn't being authentic. And when I saw that clearly, I understood I wasn't just unable to walk. I was holding myself back from moving forward in life. So I changed. I changed the thoughts I allowed into my mind. I changed what I believed I was supposed to do. I chose joy over duty, peace over pressure, authenticity over approval. And as I changed internally, my body followed. The symptoms faded, the condition healed, and I returned to myself. If you're wondering where to start, here are some tools that can support your inner healing process. Meditation, to quiet the mind and tune into your inner truth. Sound healing, to restore vibrational harmony. Reiki or energy therapy, to release blockages. Nature, to reconnect with your source. Yoga or conscious movement, to bring body and spirit into alignment. But remember, none of these tools work without honesty. You must be willing to look inward, to ask yourself, where am I not being true to me? That question alone can begin to unlock everything. And now, take a breath. Let this truth sink in. Healing is not about fixing something broken. It's about coming home, to yourself, to your essence, to your light. Even if you're still in the middle of pain or uncertainty, be gentle with yourself. You're learning, you're returning, and that is already healing. Thank you for being here. If this message touched your heart, share it with someone who needs it. You never know who might be waiting for exactly these words. And if you want to keep receiving content that reconnects you with your inner wisdom and healing power, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This is a healing vibe, and your journey back to wholeness starts here.